St Albans is the only city in the county of Hertfordshire. It has a population of about 90,000, which makes it comparable with other towns in the county. It's about 20 minutes north of St Pancras train station, which is a major train station in London. Originally a Celtic British settlement known as Verulamion, the town was conquered by the Romans and renamed Verulamium. It was destroyed by Boudicca in 61 AD and then rebuilt to become a thriving settlement. St Alban, after whom the city is named, was a Roman. He became Britain's first Christian martyr in 200s AD. Due to its proximity to London, St Albans has always been a powerful city. In 1213, the first draft of the Magna Carta was read in the Abbey. In 1455 and 1461, two battles were fought as part of the War of the Roses. From 1554 to 1852, St Albans constituency always had two MPs, which some of you remember was also the case for Disraeli and was actually common at the time. In 1852, St Albans lost the right to vote due to corruption, which must have been pretty severe considering the amount of corruption at the time. The right to vote was only restored 33 years later. Since 2000, the seat has been held by the Conservatives, Labour and now the Liberal Democrats. Few UK seats have been held by all three parties during this period. The amphitheatre was built in 140 AD and is its only example in Britain of a theatre with a stage rather than an amphitheatre. It's a bit like a cinema compared to a football stadium. It was used for religious processions, political rallies, dancing, wrestling and wild beast shows. At its peak it could seat 2,000 spectators. The most popular shows were puppetry because it broke through the language barrier as most spectators could not speak Roman. Roman society was far ahead of most others of the time. However, their economy was still based on farming and life expectancy was only about 33 years. If you compared their GDP per capita to today's, the Roman Empire would have been considered a poorly developed country. However, that probably says more about how much development there's been globally since World War II than their level of development.
1070, the Roman Empire faced uncertain times. This may be why Verulamium was encircled by a wall 2 miles in length. Now the town could only be entered through 4 main gateways.
Ye Old Fighting Cocks was once listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the oldest pub in England. However, there are competing pubs for this title, including one in St Albans, so it's not possible to verify. It dates back to 793 AD, although construction of the current building started around the time of the Norman invasion in the 11th century. It was originally a pigeon coop used by monks as well as a location for fighting cockerels. Allegedly, there are underground tunnels from the beer cellar to the abbey.
The rise of Christianity was one of the forces troubling the Roman Empire at this time, and the practice of this new religion was forbidden. Alban, a Roman citizen of Verulamium, was tried and executed after sheltering a Christian priest and becoming a Christian himself. He became Britain's first martyr and gave his name to the town of St Albans. A shrine, and probably an early church, grew up near to the place of Alban's execution.
After the Norman invasion of 1066, construction of the current cathedral started, which included the tower that still stands. The Norman church was built from bricks and tiles saved from the ruins of the Roman wall that surrounded the city. Cathedral construction was completed in 1115. The only English pope, Adrian IV, was born locally and granted special privileges to the abbey, which enhanced its reputation and power. In 1213, St Albans Abbey was the meeting place for a group of churchmen and nobles. Their discussions led to the Magna Carta, which was reluctantly sealed by the king in 1215. The abbey was closed in 1539 as part of the Reformation, and most of the buildings were destroyed. The shrines of St Alban and St Amphibolus were demolished, and Alban's relics disappeared. In 1553, the people of St Albans bought the church for their own use. However, the upkeep was expensive, and by 1832 the abbey was in a poor condition. Wealthy Victorian benefactors paid for the building to be repaired. This included remodelling the west end, removing medieval features and replacing the statues in the high altar screen. In 1877, what had previously been a local parish church became a cathedral and the seat of Bishop of St Alban.
Although by AD 410 Roman rule in Britain had ended, the Roman way of life continued for a generation or two. It's likely that over the next 500 or 600 years, a settlement of wooden buildings grew up amidst the ruins of the Roman town. As Verulamium decayed, the new monastic and market town of St Albans prospered on the hill above it. The great buildings of Verulamium were demolished, and their materials used to build the Norman abbey. Little of Roman Verulamium remains standing, and today only parts of the town wall are visible above ground level.
To ride off into the sunset. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button, and if you want to watch more videos from around the UK, the subscribe and bell button. Thank you. Hope to see you next Sunday.